5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Radiant team OG's turn to ban. Radiant team ban.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here we are, game number 3 now. Number 3, excuse me, of OG versus Mad Lads here. This is a best of 5, and right now OG up 2-0. Finals matchup. They're on the verge of claiming their spot at the major tournament that is. Mad Lads trying to not only stop that, but eventually get it themselves. But it's one game at a time. They'll need to win 3 in a row. I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Kyle as my co-caster. Kyle, welcome back.
Radiant team ban.
Here we go.
Hey.
Draft underway.
OG bans DP themselves after taking it in the first phase of the previous 2 games.
That they do, yeah. So I wonder if the first 2 games they were Radiant, both games. If I'm not
10
Correct.
seconds remaining.
They are dire first pick this game. I'm not sure who had priority. I think they had it in game 1 and they won the toss there for game 3, and I think they took first pick and Mad Lads chose Radiant instead of Dire. So I think happened. I also think the DP gyro ban set up for what I would imagine is going to be like a first pick Tiny or just a first pick Jarek's hero, but I think the DP ban tells me they might want Tiny because they've now played DP against Tiny twice. I think that's like one of your ideal counters to the hero, and I know OG likes to play that quite a bit.
They do. Played obviously as usual in several different positions, from S4 to No-Tail to
OG's
and they're thinking a
turn to
long
pick.
time about this 3rd ban, and they eventually settled for a Batbiter ban.
It'll be it's like a Tiny and Earth Spirit. I've seen them first pick Witch Doctor a couple times, but I haven't seen that have much success, and I'm not really a believer, so
10 seconds
interesting to
remaining.
note also, OGs followed the same archetype in like a lot of their recent drafts, where they open with the Mad hero and Jarek's hero into the 3rd pick Fly's hero, and they've actually been last picking S4's hero like quite a bit, which I kind of agree with because I think the offlane is like not only one of the most important roles, but I think S4 is just super talented, especially when he's given a favorable matchup. And there's the Tiny in response once again from Mad Lads. They've lost the last 2 games with it, but obviously they still believe.
Turn to pick.
Bane Tiny.
Believing in the Bane as well. Cinderin, he's been playing a lot of Rasta this event, and even in game 1 he did as well. But this time they go with the Bane.
I liked Bane a lot more when Enfeeble wasn't nerfed. I think
Radiant team ban.
really early pick a Viper right away. Oof. I think that when you look at heroes, I always think about like what tools do they have, like what can they do in a game, and how many options do you have to choose from. And now that you're playing mostly for like brain sap, and sleep, wow, instead of previously where you could just show up to a lane, enfeeble a guy 10 times, and he just can't play the game.
5 seconds remaining.
It's just a different hero, and now you're playing for this grip, but you're against an Earth Spirit and now a Viper, and both of these heroes are really annoying for a Bane to deal with. And as you brought up, like the Rasta, I like that hero a lot because you have wave clear, you can kill towers, you have disable that isn't your ultimate. Like it's just a different hero concept, but it just feels like you can do more with it, whereas Bane is very limiting as far as what you can do with your draft from this point.
Turn to
Yeah.
ban.
Well, got the Bane, so I'm going to make the best of it. They're going to be going up against a Viper. It sounded like, yeah, how quickly they picked it. Confidence there from OG. But I will say, when they haven't been picking Death Prophet, it's usually been Viper, it feels like.
Yep, this time. I like it though. I think it's just, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. Like they Earth Spirit DP'd in game 1, now it's Earth Spirit Viper. They'll probably 3rd pick Fly's hero, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it be Warlock once again, in truth, but we'll see.
Yeah, Warlock, I hear that you're definitely a fan of. You know for playing occasionally, and OG's ran it times here.
Yeah, Fly's a bigger, I don't know. Fly's all about these defensive supports. Like I've seen him try to make Dazzle work. He makes Warlock work, and I like those heroes. They're fun to play. I think they're good, but they just never seem to work whenever I drafted them. So he may know something more than I do, which could explain those 4 majors.
Pretty good success.
And it's okay. It's not like it's 5. Jordan had 6.
True. Not that status yet. Bill Russell had what, 9? 9 or
Something like that. Different era though. We can just cut the Wilt Chamberlain was the greatest NBA basketball player, arguably like the greatest athlete of all time. Okay, that man was like 7'1", and never mind.
For what it's worth, I actually agree with. A lot of people don't have no clue who that name is. We'll just continue on. Lycan, as well as the Lifestealer bands from Mad Lads. We had a Terrorblade, very carry heavy on both sides.
I like the Terrorblade ban's just good from OG's perspective. Like, you don't want to play against it. Kind of dumpsters Viper. And then once they ban TB, Mad Lads bans Lycan, because that's like the counter to Lycan in this meta. And they also just got run over by one. I think it's, once again, like, I could see a Visage being a pick. They could go back to their Arc Warden, but I like don't understand that hero, so it's hard for me to predict it.
You know, it's been interesting that Omni Knight has not made ban or pick appearances in this.
It's been really hard, to be fair, in like all the lineups that Omni would be playing in. You just look at the openers. You got like Rasta Tiny versus DP Earth Spirit in game 1, and then this opener. Like, you don't want to play Omni into either of these drafts.
Third pick, Mad Lads. Where they want to go. They're position 4, of course. Still needed. Goes back to get last game going, the whole Ancient Apparition Bane, and fits really work out, so maybe more of a traditional position. Still there.
OG's
Up and Nyx Assassin. Go Tusk. Oof. Quick response with the Warlock. You know. Expected.
Yep.
Fight.
Just like the Golem pretty much makes Bane, I don't want to say unplayable, but you have this. It's really nice when you're playing against Bane to have an immediate grip cancel from your 5, because that's like the main thing and main tool Bane's going to use in the game in a fight. And Warlock's just like, nope, and he's healing the guy that you went for in the first place. Also really good against Tiny and Tusk. You just upheaval on top of the snowball, like they're just slowed forever. And as long as he just heals this Viper, he's gonna live. Oh, PL, I would have liked to see them save that pick for last. Very strong here, but I actually think Viper matches up better against PL after this change to his kit versus previously, because the AoE break from your W actually removes juxtapose from both the PL and his illusions. Essentially, if PL is standing in your Toxin AoE, he cannot make new illusions from auto attacks.
That makes sense and is a very interesting idea against.
You're also playing against Earth Spirit, an immediate stun silence, so like PL can't play the same way he usually does, in and out constantly, being super annoying, and they have answers, and then there you go, the S4 Lesh. That's the danger of 4th picking PL. Now it's a really bad PL game, and they have a beautiful setup for this Lesh. You have a Warlock to heal him, and the Fatal Bonds plus Lesh's AoE damage is crazy. You have Earth Spirit as a setup stun, and you have heals, you have team fight, and it just fits the tempo and style of the way OG wants to play Dota.
Yeah, we've seen the Leshrac a couple of times, and you're right. I think the Fatal Bonds is like the biggest thing as far as the synergy with this lineup between Earth Spirit and Leshrac. Now, this is going to be a lot of intense damage across the board that Mad Lads will have to deal with some way, somehow. But I will say, so you mentioned S4 Leshrac. Yeah, he's the one that's been playing it, usually in the mid lane, but with the Viper already, I mean, what, could they safely in the Viper here with a mid Leshrac and then off lane final pick, or what?
You can kind of just get the matchups you want. I think Viper in the safe lane against a Tiny is ideal. You also match up okay against PL, although I have seen some PLs just absolutely dumpster Vipers. So I think you do want to put the Lesh there, also because then the Earth Spirit actually has some kill potential. And I do think Viper Warlock, like, how do you beat that lane, even if you brought all 3 heroes bottom, the Tiny and the 2 supports? You just heal the Viper, right?
Yeah, tough kill to make happen. So, all right, well, he decides to go with in the end. Obviously, the Visage final ban from it. Another hero that we have seen a couple times and definitely do work. Specifically. Timbersaw is coming to mind for me as well right now for a possible OG hero. Feels like a great PL game.
Maybe. I don't know. They need a no-tail hero. I think they need another frontliner type hero. Like, they need something that gets into the fight and creates space for like the Viper Lesh. Like last game, you saw Lycan kind of just providing a distraction, and and it makes Willow like super easy to play. And the key with these heroes like Willow and Warlock and Dazzle is you need other things distracting your opponents so that you can stay alive and always be able to cast your spells well. So I'd rather them have some. I mean, the Timbersaw could work. To be fair, I just feel like they might want like one more little setup stun, but.
All right, well, the thing of a while about their front of mind, we're focused on OG's lineup. Yeah, what about Mad Lads on the other side? Tiny Phantom Lancer core already. So, but again, it's like they don't really know who they're going to match up against either, so it is a tough call. Lanes goes. Yeah, I think that's why it's taken so long for OG.
The other thing to keep in mind, they need more of like an off-lane type hero. They already have 2 cores. They can't pick something like a Sven. Be, I think, way too greedy, and you have like an offlane Viper or something weird. They need maybe a DK Timbersaw type hero.
Radiant team pick.
Eventually set up for the Brewmaster.
Omni-Knight. All right, that works too. Yeah, same concept. And it just makes this Lesh or Viper like nigh invulnerable. So when you're repelled, the PL's diffusal attacks don't do anything to you. Like I feel like this PL's got to get a Battle Fury and just crush this game and just farm like crazy, but I feel like OG is just going to kill towers in the meantime, and I don't actually see like how Mad Lads take objectives in this game.
We'll say Madara's played a mean PL several times in this event, but yeah, with the matchup this game as you're getting at it, you can play as best as you can, and it still could be difficult. Phoenix final, really?
It's good here. Like, it has good matchups. It's difficult, but like, this is my concern, is like, don't they just initiate on the Phoenix? Kill him?
Yeah.
I would have liked to see something that gave them a window to win the game later on. Like Medusa, Poker. Honestly, I have no idea. I feel like this pick had to do a lot for them, and I don't think it accomplished enough. Game is still winnable, but I look at OG's lineup and I'm just thinking gonna walk down a lane in the mid game, be invulnerable, and just kind of be this. A good analogy? They're gonna just be a big ball and just kind of crush everything in their path.
Yeah. Ball of pain. We are in a pause here. Quite a bit with Mad Lads, like I said, they like a little bit of extra strategy. Unpause happens, and here we go, game number 3. So, yeah, it's one of those cases. Definitely, it's hard to really understand maybe what the Phoenix pick, but at the same time, do what Mad Lads does here. And now the ultimate question, right, is how the hell are the lanes going to look? By the way, No-Tail's playing the Omni-Knight. Mad's playing the Viper, sure enough.
Yep. OG's kind of taking a page with the addition of Mad. I think they're playing a lot more like in that they're empowering their offlaner, who used to be a mid player, and playing around him a lot more, and then putting their old, used to be retired and or coach player on Viper every game. Viper DP Visage.
Yeah, it's...
No-Tail would play the Visage.
Yeah, No-Tail usually would play the Visage. It's really like Viper and DP, like I mentioned. I'm trying to think of another hero that maybe he has played this event, but those are definitely the two. And out there. Gonna be on Viper yet again.
Wait, he actually did he play it? No, he's played Luna once, but the other one I would add is just Dragon Knight.
Okay, yeah,
DK, yeah. DK Viper DP. Your specials, now the fucking Mad special.
Effing Mad.
Effing Mad.
For one for the cast. By the way, apparently CE6, I guess it like translates to Seb name apparently, so
I'll just start calling him
like
Seb.
That.
That's easy. That's what I would say to him first anyway. I I like the wards. They use an initial smoke on OG to get some good wards up. I really like this one on Hill. It's really nice if it's unseen. Top lane, that's for you.
Gonna take some good damage here. I mean,
they saw this
shard
ward.
Block.
Also mid, since they were smoked, they saw Buryu place that ward, or not Buryu, but Cinderin place the ward mid. So they're going to be able to get the mid ward 100%, and they will not be able to take the one away from OG. They already gave S4 a sentry.
That the lane comes up, he'll take care of that most likely.
Yep. You don't want to give away your vision.
Early on. Yeah, you mentioned the very aggressive ward at the top lane, Keizu. How is he going to fare in this lane? He's going to be going up against a Viper up here, as well as maybe even the Earth Spirit roaming around. Phoenix offlane. Again, we don't see it much.
In Secret utilize it, but in those games, they always would pick it with two heroes that... The Phoenix is just stalls the game and provides you a lot of team fight. But when Secret picks it, they have like an Earthshaker with a Lone Druid and an Invoker as their cores. And once you get to the late game, you secure it. Whereas this time, I feel like OG's mid game and even their into late game transition might just be better than their opponent.
Well, decent block to start, of course, using the shard to its advantage, so this should be okay as far as maybe getting some last hits in here. Jarek, though, he's on the fringe. He's just going to charge on in. Get caught in the ice shard block, but it's a lot of back and forth. Fall back first. He needs to find that hotkey for Phoenix. Been a while since he played it, perhaps. Bottom lane, Fly's going against Cinderin. Cinderin's the one that has to be careful now running. Purification from Omni Knight coming out. Yeah, Omni Knight Warlock in the... So it seems like it's, you know, between the Shadow Word and, you know, Purification spam from No-Tail, would you expect OG set up here to have a pretty good time, or...?
I mean, I don't know how you lose this lane. This is something from a couple of years ago in the meta. Used to play against Team NP doing this all the time. You just send a Warlock and some other healer bottom, and you in the past you could just Shrine right away, but now they can just kind of heal themselves over and over, run out of regen, Shrine later, and in the meantime they just pressure and win the lane.
Necrophos before. Not so much anymore. With the Warlock. But yeah, he got a little low right there, but of course, he gets back and pops the Salve. He's fine for now. Phantom Lancer versus the Leshrac in the middle lane, meanwhile, is the matchup. So we have action all three lanes. Look at the top right now. This could definitely be the first play. Phoenix, as the Icarus dive, going to take the snowball into Jerax right there. They want this kill first. The Icarus dive away, and they do kill the Earth Spirit. Phoenix, though, the dot will take him down.
If he had that last tango before, like 5 seconds ago, he might have lived, but it's all good. Good play though, really nice one.
Jerax picks up the invis in front of Tusk. Saw that happen. Yeah, you do see the sentry. Leshrac did take care of that ward. Away. Slight advantage. And how is that going middle lane? 10-1 Phantom Lancer, 9-2 Leshrac, though. Madara's actually managing alright, considering. There. Top lane for you. Or dot. That's burn. Viper. Level 2 poison attack. Damage, especially if he gets consecutive attacks off. Is it surprising though that Phantom Lancer is doing pretty well actually here in the middle lane against Leshrac?
I mean, I think PL just has so much more damage at the very start of the game that you have an innate advantage. Also, melee heroes with Quelling Blades, like, it's just so much easier to last hit, and you don't really miss any for free. Lesh kind of has to earn every single last hit, so I think it's pretty even. The real timing for S4 is when he hits 6. That's when PL gets threatened.
Yeah, we have a lag split. How's everyone? That happened yesterday a couple of times. Dota Plus, the Battle Cups. Quick resume, we're good to go. Top lane, you see Buryu porting back in after regen. But this top lane, it's Phoenix 9-3, yeah, Viper though 13-4, so for the Viper there. The bottom lane though is where it's really successful for Mad Lads right now. Koifa, he's 20-3 down here.
That's just a tiny factor. This hero's so strong in lane. Tree is just... I mean, he has Tree and a Quelling Blade, you know? How do you ever miss the last hit?
Top lane, Jerax.
You can't kill Fly here, though.
Watching it up here. Tusk is going for the 4-minute bounty rune. Jerax is probably going to fall right here. Almost trying to get himself killed by neutral. It's not going to happen, though. But now Viper's running in Phoenix. Snowball saving initially. Towards the creeps. He does not have that Icarus dive, though.
I'm watching bottom in the meantime.
He goes down. Yeah, bottom lane, Nightmare on a no-tail. Taken off immediately by Warlock, though. Cinderin putting an auto attacks on him now. And there's the toss to try to finish the job. They take him out. Good vision being kept. Natty no-tail, though. He pops Purification. Not only will live, but Cinderin gets caught by the split in the final.
Cinderin and Qualifier could have killed both. They miscued and went for different heroes with their tree throwing their brains up. They could have killed Omni for sure, 100%. Instead, they both end up going down. They only get the Warlock. Very unfortunate. Mid lane, you can have a nice 5-position play. Fly's gonna fill the bottle. What a player.
Appreciate those plays right there.
Oh yeah.
Full bottle, good to go. Top lane, what the Jerax is really deep up here. Tower and actually gonna be found, so he's in trouble. Nightmare, oh, that was awkward. Snowball connects, kinda. They should secure this kill. Barrel roll, blocked. They should secure this kill. They are going. Ooh, that was a little scary there for a second. Icarus dive forward, but now actually Mad's in trouble, so this could be more all of a sudden. Viper's gonna go down most likely. Grows to skin level 2. He's tanked up, but the brain sap will finish the job on him. Yeah, save your teammate syndrome kicking in right there. Going down because of that. Meanwhile, Madara, though, may fall in the middle lane. Jerax, as soon as he resurrects, he TP's mid and he secures that kill. So action all over the place. 10 kills at not even 6 minutes in here. How do you think this game's going, though, Kyle? It's an advantage for either team, you think, or is it just pretty even?
I think a lot of it's just going to come down. It's all about... Dota comes down to Roshan and tier 3s. And Raxes. Those are the tools you use to get Raxes. So, I think the key hero for OG is just this Leshrac. If S4 can get going, and really start to accelerate, I think he can crush the game. Yeah. I think that if you're ML, you need to play away from this Viper, get Phoenix 6, and then force some big team fight when they go for your PL later on.
Ooh, they caught Leshrac rotating over, but they need to run at the Nightmare.
Yeah, bottom lane, they're on PL. No Doppel for a while, he's probably just dead.
And the good old run at you strat. Oh, nice job getting to the creep. Pops a Sal, and he has a Doppel in 2 seconds. He avoids the roll. Doppelganger, yes, over the ledge. He's still somehow alive. Walking away barely. Okay. Get killed with the newts. No, the juke. Water smash. How is he still living? God.
Noto was trying to save the mana for heal, but he's just, you know what, I'll take it. I'll take the kill. Top lane, Viper strike onto the Phoenix. He's going to get forced to die. He actually dies in 1 hit?
As that early urn picked up, as we see. Fly gets a very aggressive vision.
Do you see that all chat?
Yeah.
I love that. It's funny though, that's the sort of communication you actually have in these sorts of games where No-Tail recognizes PL can't play Dota against me, so hey Viper, don't die when PL TP's in, because a lot of teams try to get kills out of their lane swaps, and you don't want to die, as he might have, by just hitting that tower, and then all of a sudden there's an unexpected PL and a Tusk on top of you.
Expecting it, but now PL, he's in the jungle instead. Calls his bluff. Goes to the jungle trying to recover on some farm right there. You mentioned possibly a Battle Fury idea, but I will say the last couple times we've seen him play it, he's pretty much gone straight into the defusal.
And S4 is just, this is the sort of game you want if you're OG. S4, top of the net worth charts. Closely behind is the Omni Knight. They are feeling really good about the way this game is played out, I think. And they can just turn this advantage into immediate objective pressure, which is one of the reasons I like their draft so much.
Do you think it would be a mistake if he goes straight into Diffusal Blade or the Battle Fury?
I mean, I honestly don't know. It's such a hard PL game at this point. Anytime you're forced to jungle on a hero that's arguably one of the strongest in lane, you don't feel good. And he's behind his Phoenix right now in net worth, so I don't know. You tell me. I'm not sure which I would go here. Bottom lane, Cinderin.
S4 he's all over the place. He's top, he's middle, he's bottom, getting kills. Back from top lane. Speaking of that, KZU standing his ground against the Viper. They're gonna roll in with a snowball. Qualifier here as well. S4 though, guess what? Now he's at the top lane. He pops and pulls Nova. They're just ticking down like crazy. And Qualifier, not much he can do except just accept death. Great hero blocking from Fly as well. S4 is absolutely carrying right now. 5-0-3. Flesh rack. And they're gonna push top with the Diabolic Edict. Yeah, he's dominated. This is a hero that, throughout this event alone, you might want to think about banning Leshrac against OG, especially later on in the draft.
I think this is just, it's really just OG, I think. I mean, Mad Lads is playing with a stand-in. OG's got so much more experience, and if you look at the drafts and the strategies he's trying to play, it looks like Mad Lads is drafting around just hero matchups and counter picks, and OG is doing the same, but also ensuring that they have a really nice game plan and a lot of heroes that work well and mesh together. And I think it shows in the way that they're able to move around the map and just execute. Like, it looks good.
And it does. No-tail. Bottom lane, he's playing the Omni-Knight. He finishes the drums. He's pushed pretty far up in the Radiant jungle. He's having a free time, though. Reason to be scared as, oh, Arax. The middle lane, actually. Quakefa finds him. Stuck by himself, trying to leap some experience. Quakefa's like, nope, you ain't doing that. On him. So we mentioned Quakefa played a great Tiny the first game in the losing effort for Mad Lads, but definitely they could use that again. To say that though, net worth, this is looking so good for OG. And now top lane Viper running after him once again. KZU does have a Supernova. We'll see if that comes into play or not. Mad continuing to run. Level 3 corrosive skin, barely keeping alive. Daddy No-Tail's coming in for the purification heal. He at the last second, puts the repel up. Here's a Guardian Angel, and here comes the turn, baby. Supernova, not gonna matter. They kill him pretty quickly. As Tusk goes down, and now Madara, can he get away? No, Doppelganger, 15 seconds. The Tusk Shard block is not going to be successful. They run him down in the end, and they want more, damn it. A tier 1 tower included. As Tiny's also going to fall. OG, that's a turn fight if I've ever seen him.
Derek's so good. He rolls in while rolling, drops another stone, silences the Tiny. Like, I mean, it didn't matter, but like, I just like watching the guy play. He's really good.
Makes it look easy, yeah. On that hero especially. But yeah, the clutch timing from Omni-Knight, that's just how that hero works though. Every time it feels like you think you have a kill, all of a sudden he appears at the last second, and then there. Then that's a fight that really puts OG ahead now. Thought they were ahead before. 8,000 net worth at half minutes. Mad Lads, they're gonna need to be desperate here. What? Phantom Lancer still doesn't even have his power trip. Ugh. Best response I got.
I don't really know. I mean, I don't want to say it's over.
Never.
But I'm looking backstage, and Aretha Franklin is doing her do-re-mi's right now.
I love her. Bane's dead.
Bane. They get mid tower. They're going to continue to starve the map. Flies up top. He's going to try and finish his 6. Buryu's farming jungle. You got Jarex placing a really nice ward, identifying the Tiny. He might be dead on Qualifier in a second.
Yep, he runs into the trap that is Jarex. Opens up, magnetizing, even applied, and follow-up damage more than enough. So credit for the kill. So you could just tell it's OG just stomping all over Mad Lads here in game number 3. And one of those cases, you know, going into a final match at best of 5, first 2 games have definitely been pretty back and forth to an extent, and pretty competitive, I think is a good way to put it. But game 3, it is looking like a bit of a stomp in the work.
I just love watching OG play. So they push this mid lane. They know they aren't going to go for towers, so 2 split top, 2 split bottom, and they place wards on the way, so they can just find kills. They force ML out of this lane, and they almost grab a kill there. And in the meantime, bottom lane, they're going to chase PL. It's forced to Doppel. 6 stun cancel from S4.
Go through with it, but Madara's still not out of here just yet. He has a TP. Derek's blind stun. Oh! God, it's so close. No, wait. Oh.
I think that was a long TP. He actually could have had it.
He figured he just TP'd her. Maybe he just didn't even see him, but he TP'd to the tier 1 tower.
Oh, 6 sleep by Buryu. They're going to find S4 here. They needed that sort of kill.
That's the beginning of a comeback. That's how it starts, at least. Big bounty kill, but Bane, in response, he's probably dead. In fact, now Qualifier also in a bad spot. Here comes Keizu, though. Supernova in the distance. Viper focus firing. They just kill the egg immediately. Out comes the chaotic offering as well. Tiny's gonna die, most likely. The boulder smash going through, almost connected on Tusk, even. But that Degen are level 4. Can he get close enough? He's just out of range. There we go. Phase boots, and now he's close. Push forward.
Got a good snowball from Buryu. Nice try on the block. Hey,
he's doing his best.
I die as well. It's just really nice play from OG. Like, whenever you recognize you can't take an objective, there's no reason to sit on that dead part of the map. And that cut was just so fast. They place wards, so they push the lane, they get vision in the area, and then they immediately rotate because they know that Mad Lads is split up. And they then force fights and active engagements, and they take total map control instead of just the one lane.
Yeah, OG continuing to be impressive, and you know, I could appreciate that. You know, it's a stomp of a game. But you definitely got to appreciate the play that OG's making here, especially in game number 3. Looking so good doing so, up 2-0 again, trying to get to the major event that is. And obviously this is a team that can have the hiccup in the group stages. No longer playing with Resolution, in case you aren't aware yet. This is Mad playing in place of him. And
I think it's an interesting... It's hard to really understand roster changes from the outside of a team. You never really know like what the story is, but even just watching OG play, Resolution, I don't think you could say is like it was ever going to be the worst player on OG. However, when they're playing with Mad in place of him, they're now empowering S4 a lot more, whereas Resolution is a player, I think, talented enough to make you play around him. And it's the same with EG. Getting rid of Universe, finding Misery, and now they are playing more around Sumail and Arteezy than 3 cores. And it's very difficult to play around 3 cores. One of them is always going to have to kind of have a backseat role, play this DK, the Viper, the DP, etc. And I think both of these teams are having a lot of success by sort of saying, we don't care whether you're the safe lane, mid, or off laner, like you're going to be this hero, we're going to empower our other cores.
Great way to put it, actually. And you kind of see that throughout these qualifiers. Not to overreact either, but, you know, here they are looking pretty good in the online qualifiers for MDL. And, again, this one's not over just yet, technically. It's 12,000 net worth lead at 16.5 minutes, but game still moves on. Mad Lads is trying to find any kind of opening and keeping that up on the progress here. You have a Diffusal Blade being picked up by Phantom Lancer. You have Keizu dying middle lane.
Yep.
Caught by the Earth Spirit there initially. But that Diffusal is coming, and Tiny will have his tool for initiating, as he's going to go the Blink. So, just simply, you know, trying to get a couple of kills here and there with that, and who knows, maybe. But Leshrac, Bloodstone's already finished. 15 charges even. Ready. He's heading bottom. Then at this point, Viper, a Shiva is being built even, already plate mail picked up.
Yep. No Tails going Radiance on the Omni. The last game was, you know, Drums Radiance on the S4 bed. Now it's the No Tail Omni Knight. But it's just so interesting watching. There seems to be so many similarities between what OG is doing and what EG is doing. And they're executing it in different ways. They have different preferred heroes. You know, S4 is playing Leshrac instead of Pugna like Sumail would. But it's just really interesting to watch. I think they're playing really well.
Omni Knight putting the repel on himself in the back lines. Qualifier gonna jump in. The Guardian Angel, though, preventing any kill on a JRX, at least for the time being. Buryu rolls in. Chaotic offering response. Qualifier gonna start taking away. Sunray off to the side, maybe trying to finish off Mad, and they will do that with Madara running after him. So numbers-wise, actually, so far a successful fight for Mad Lads. They kill PL. S4 still well alive. Gets here pretty late. They've retreated. So, you know, just do that a couple more times. Maybe there's something going. Now,
maybe.
Maybe. Just maybe. You never.
Thing is, there's no egg and no Radiance yet on Omni. They walk into Roche. They're gonna just take this out. I mean, you could probably look to defend, but with no egg, I don't think they have the team fight capable of fighting a Roche, and they're just gonna kill. Oh, he's stunned, but I think he's still dead. Yeah, he's.
Doesn't
16
matter.
charges on the Bloodstone now. Tiny with a blink. But no Diffusal yet on Madara. Keizu's Goes, almost finished his Midas. He gets the courier though.
Go. So getting something out of that. You know, on the other side of the spectrum, you have a team in Mad Lads who's obviously more recently put together. And you did bring up, and we haven't stressed that too much throughout, but they are technically using a stand-in. Buryu, as great of a player as he is, maybe next time is actually their actual position 4 player, but of course he's been at the WESG event.
Does he draft?
I don't know, actually. Don't know.
Yeah, I do. He doesn't. No comment.
Team Greece,
I mean,
by the way, they finished 3rd place at the event.
Yeah. Well, they lost to the eventual winners.
Team Russia, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, almost Virtus.
Virtus Pro minus arguably the best mid player in the world.
Almost.
Bottom lane, that's
Kazu?
where chasing. He's getting baited a bit. Probably wanted to back his Aegis though, so actually does he care?
Okay, they need to get here quickly.
They need to get out of here. That's what they need to do. They know this as well.
Okay. Yeah, Phoenix probably going to be the victim in the end, so they get the Aegis burn. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What? What?
Is possible?
What?
Okay.
Alright.
Phoenix things.
Gotta tune into the Kazu stream for more tips and tricks like that one.
Yeah, apparently. He seemed confident that he could do that too. I mean, he's done that before. Looked fun. Alright, at least he escapes, and hey, they get the Aegis burn, and everyone gets out alive. And a couple of just key plays being made here from Mad Lads to, if anything, keep in the game. By time for Shadow Blade to now be finished. Tiny, Phantom Lancer, Diffusal, as we mentioned, pushing out top lane. Probably needs to get back, though, as they're already in the base. And Toss on S4, Toss them into the midst of a fight here. But Omni Knight nearby. Guardian Angel is ready if need be. Doesn't even need it just yet, though. Repel's put up instead. Bane pies back immediately. The Splitter catches a couple, including Phoenix. Quick fast to make his way back to base. So far, Phantom Lancer is not back. He is still pushing that top lane, wants the tier 2 tower. And
I mean, what
get
does
it,
he do?
actually.
The engagement right now.
True. Trying to make the best of it, but will he come back now is the question, because now your racks are starting to go down.
Well, they have
And
no
still
egg
have a
for
GA,
10.
though.
Even on respawn. I mean, this is dead racked. Still have
Got a
Golem up.
conference
They they can't. They have a Radiance on Omni Knight. Like, how do you fight into
True.
this right now?
Viper, gonna get that repel. Yeah, Madara's, he's still up here, and you know what? This is actually okay for Mad
Yeah.
Lads. He might get the
This is
tier
good.
3.
They want to keep stalling here if they can.
OG's going back in. They catch Tiny. They're gonna lose top tier 3. As they do right there in No-Tail, he has a TP out. No, he's gonna be stopped though. That was a very ambitious TP there. And so he doesn't have one now. Madara's still going in. He's gonna kill the range Drax at this rate. What is happening? Buryu goes down. I mean, this was the game plan here for Mad Lads.
Really good control from both teams, though. OG not losing anyone extra. They don't TP back, like, and Madara also with Balls of Steel, like, not leaving the lane because he understands, like, if I TP back, they're just gonna fight us. We're gonna. Another cancel TP from OG. They recognize PL's TP'd out, so they can just sit here as 4. Eventually, Leshrac will come back down. He's buying bots as well to do just that.
Okay, so he's gonna join the team here. Yeah. Stick around a little bit longer. Sure, they'll have to fight Phantom Lancer now, who, by the way, went in casual Hooded Defiance. Against this lineup, it does make sense.
Yep, I like the decision. It looks bad from OG's point of view. Like, they get the racks, but they lose the tier 3 and a range racks, even though they're super far ahead. But they didn't want to lose anything. Like, that's a small loss, okay? Like,
True.
that's when you got, you know, maybe you got King, Queen, pre-flop, and someone, you know, 3-bets you. You just fold, you know, because he's got aces. And in this sense, OG is the team with aces, and all they need to do is not make any egregious errors. They'll slowly be able to win this game. They can wait for next Roche if they need to, and you know, there's just no rush for them. You just want to make sure you don't TP back, have someone die to PL, he takes Rex anyway, your Omni dies, like your Viper dies, and you're like, oh shit, we've like thrown the game.
Their game to lose, say. Nice shard block right there. So Jarek's jumped in, but now he's by himself. Trying to deal with Tusk, who's just TPing away, actually. Survived because of that. But
That was a
Roshan, of
super
course.
earn, would have died.
Qualifier. Oh boy. Okay, he's being ran at now with that Radiance. Tosses him away for now. Can he get the blink off? No, the Radiance burn. Shadow Blade. Should be good.
I like the itemization from OG is really good. You got a Shiva's soon to have come up on Viper. They're gonna go BKB next on S4. Omni's just buying a pipe after Radiance, and they're gonna hit this. Oh, sorry, that's Greaves. And they're just gonna hit a timing where they don't die on anyone, and the PL's gonna go in and just sort of slowly die to the massive amounts of AoE damage. Maybe they don't even wait; they just go now.
Well, that they are. They're just going now. They have a
lot of gold saved up though.
True. No-tail especially. 3,500 almost.
Yep. Viper's 400, 300 from Shivas. I think you just go kill the shrines right now. Like top shrine, let Viper farm, get Shivas, get the item on no-tail, then go do this.
Yeah. Maybe with this creep wave here, gonna start falling back, but still hanging around. So yeah, OG insisting. Barely need next tier items just yet. He's looking for his position. I mentioned earlier no gem, but no, actually Air Spirit does have a gem. And then Bean's Grip lockdown on S4. There's the support though with the Repel Supernova in the front line. It's probably going to be killed off pretty quickly though. It looks like it. Oh my god, no, he does explode at the last second. GA used the response from Omni Knight. Buyback on Tusk as he died as well. Qualifier though, he's going to have to buy back as he just gets ran at here between the Viper and the Leshrac. Cinderin, Nightmare stays alive for now. But 3 buybacks already used. So clearly OG winning this fight so far. Viper did he go too far. The Repel's put up, barely saving it for the time being, and it's going to keep him alive for just a little bit now. Another Toxic put down as he dies, but now Phantom Lancer caught him that. Tusk dead as well. And down goes Phoenix right there. So Armonite dead with the Viper on OG's side, but S4, he is still a freaking beast. That Pulse Nova ticking down with the Diabolic Edict. He has 24 charges on that Bloodstone. He gets a triple kill out of nowhere, it feels like. That's just all that rapid damage happening around him. And it's just tiny. A lot of buybacks.
Luckily, this Leshrac is unbelievably ahead of the game. Otherwise, that might have turned ugly for OG. I mean, they're diving base into buybacks with so much gold. I mean, Viper lives there if he has a Shiva's 100%. But instead, he dies just before his 4-step comes off cooldown.
So much for playing it safe if you're OG. This was kind of unnecessary, but it did work out in the end, as pointed out, and they might not get the racks right here, but S4 is being healed up again. 25 charges now on the Bloodstone. You see resurrections happening as well, and they are going to retreat now finally. Omni Knight, he did finish the mech. He is going to go for the Guardian Greaves. Those phase boots, double boot strat. What is Viper? Yeah, Shiva's almost on. Needs the recipe still. Well, the other side though, Phantom Lancer, Yasha picked up. You have Tiny. He's going Blade Mill actually. It's again when you know. Just simply trying to react to the game and get an item that's going to help him right now. And that's if he doesn't die here, which he's probably going to. He does buy it at least from guys, but that's going to be a dieback. 70 seconds. Cinderin's also dead for 35 now.
27 charges on this Bloodstone. BKB active. Mid lane no-tail just warring with DL.
Keeping him busy. Another Supernova attempt. This one could get off. No.
So close. That's
It really
GG.
was. There you go. It's official. OG going to the MDL Major. They qualify with a 3-0 victory over Mad Lads. Congratulations to them. Again, this event started off with that hiccup there.
Yep.
All the credit to Moriarty for the Open Qualifier team for defeating him in the group stages, but OG, they ran through the playoffs, not losing a single game.
I mean, I think that just demonstrates, you know, OG above